Virgo, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for February 1st through the 7th of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to click the link for more information. All right, Virgo, so this week we've got a lot going on astrologically. It's basically split up into two halves. You've got the first half of the week all the way through up until Friday, which is basically the work week, and then over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, some very different aspects. So let's go and look at this coming off of last weekend. We've got Mercury squaring up to Uranus these first couple days. So your ruler here has been going through a lot of transformation, maybe some deep changes. Just depends on your personal chart to the extent of that. But it's important to note that your ruler is direct. He's gaining his momentum. And so a lot of things are moving forward this week for you. And I think it's from that transformation that maybe has occurred with your home, your family, your past, your roots, or maybe your health for some of you. So whatever it is creating definitely more energy, more momentum for you. And, it's just lighter in that regard. But these first couple days, I think integrating it, taking it nice and slow, especially because your ruler will be squaring up to Uranus still. So if there's any type of impulsive, wanting to make some revolutionary change, maybe with relationships or your perspective on relationships, most fundamentally, then taking it slow, listening to that, but integrating it, this early part of the week. Now here around Wednesday, we've got a few sextiles, which are quite nice. They're opportunities. Mars is going to be sextiling up to Pluto. So with this one, you could be feeling quite driven, quite motivated to cultivate your financial or material life or your values in life, which is Mars in that second. So good energy for that, good openings, maybe opportunities, but at the very least, good momentum, which I think is liberating coming from Mars, exiting your sign of Virgo, which now he's in a neutral placement. So all of our motivations are quite uplifting, but especially with these easy aspects this middle part of the week. Now the sun will be sextiling up to Saturn, so the discipline could be good this week, specifically with this patient approach that I think has been required and which you have been integrating with your communications, with your daily correspondence, the things in your immediate future, in your immediate environment, and writing, sharing, communicating, maybe socializing. All of this has been very serious with Saturn here in the third. But good week for that. Good week. And I think it can be quite easy, in fact, to continuously solidify those intellectual aspects of life. Now, the sun will be in your fifth house, so you guys could be feeling quite expressive if you aren't already. And it's another excellent week for that, since we do have a nice aspect up to the sun, this middle part. Things will change a little bit over the weekend, which I'll talk about, but definitely during the weekday. Now, Mercury does sextile up to Chiron, so you guys could be feeling quite healed, quite rejuvenated, which is good this week. Maybe from all that transformation with your emotions, with the deep, watery aspects of life of that fourth house, whether it was with home, family, or your roots, or your health. But your emotions have been transformed, and I think you could be feeling that rejuvenating feeling this week from that. So now going into the weekend, Venus is going to be conjoining up to Pluto. So there are things still changing, but like I said, I don't think it's going to be nearly as transformative as it has been, because this isn't your ruler, first of all, and Mercury was retrograde and all that. So here with this, I think just being open to change with, again, those same areas, your roots, home, family, your health, your emotional body. The more open you are to change, I think that's going to only help you, and it's only going to make the transformations or the changes flow that much easier. But also in regards to the material stuff, I think your values are changing with Venus ruling your second. I think your perspective on life is changing as well. Maybe your philosophy, your outlook. So being open to that can be fantastic. Now, Venus squaring up to Uranus does suggest, again, that patient approach. Not as personally, but still nonetheless, if you are feeling that wanting to break free energy, maybe again with perspective of your interrelationships, taking it nice and slow and listening to whatever that freedom that is calling you, but it's calling you so you can have more faith, you can have more patience, more trust, more peace in your life, which is that seventh house Pisces. What's nice too is that Venus is going to be sextiling up to that Mars. So there could be some enjoyment to be had by cultivating those values. Now there might be some frustrations or delays, just patience needed with those values on one level, while there is a lot of motivation there. And that's the sun squaring up to Mars, suggesting that There's just requiring that slow patience there. So I think that's important. Also, patience with the way that you express yourself, any type of interests or hobbies that you might be involved with over the weekend, or creative things. That slow and steady approach, but taking action nonetheless, can be good and nice and grounded when done in that slow way. The Sun sextiling Uranus does mean that your self-expression could be quite inspiring this weekend. Maybe even getting some alone time could be easygoing. The Sun does rule your 12th house, so that could be the case too. But again, the integration, I think, with Mars will be important. Now, the last aspect of the week is your ruler Mercury trining up to that Jupiter North Node conjunction, which is now the last and final aspect with this yearly transit of this location. So the key with this is that your ruler trining up to Jupiter, you guys could be feeling quite optimistic over the weekend. Maybe it's great to open your horizons, to expand, to see what's possible. But I would say specifically with where you can have more of that alone time, maybe where you can have things a bit easy going. This is all this new energy now with the North Node going into your 12th for the next 2 years, really supporting you to find that inner peace, to have that spiritual approach to life, and really enjoy that peace in everyday existence. So whatever that means for you, and it could be directly spiritual, it could be maybe just getting that rest and relaxation. I think it's an excellent week for that. And I think a lot of it has come from this deeper awareness and deeper transformation that has occurred with your feelings and your roots and your soul, which is this third house, now directly supporting this new life spiritual path. All right, Virgo, so have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.